Good morning, everyone. As I say thank you for being here this morning as I share my cup of coffee. And how are you guys doing today? As I am thankful that you're here. Thankful for another day to share our thoughts. Thankful for another day to be alive. To be continuing on with life and getting all the experiences to enrich our souls and to enrich the experiences we have with people we love, with people we care about, and the things that we have to try to figure out what is there in life left to do as we are experiencing everything day to day. And with that thought, good morning, Natalie, Monica, everybody else that's out there. I want to say good morning to that. Today's thought, it was, we were watching something the other day. I was thinking about this with my friend. And they go, why does it seem that people who seem to have everything are still unhappy? And that's also, it's relative to what is everything to people. Materialistic things. Is it all about the things we have financially? That you have everything when you are looking at it from a point of view where you don't have the financial stability like others do, or the materialistic things that others do? If we were to remove that, what about just about what we're able to do? You have athletes who have the skills and gifts to, do what they love in sports, that they actually earn a lot and make a great living doing that. You have actors with great acting skills. You have people who have great artwork that are able to sell out there and make a great living, and they have that. But it's not really about what they have, it's what they were able to do to get that. And that is where I bring up my particular thought. I was thinking, we think they have everything, yet sometimes a lot of them are unhappy. Why is that? Well, I look at things when we're saying we have things. They're blessings that we get from our Creator, I think. We have gifts, right? What is the gifts we get from our lives? To be able to have everything, meaning I'm gifted the skills to be an athlete, so I can do sports and get paid for that, so I have everything materialistic with that. My artwork that I can create is a gift. To have the skills to create artwork that people want to buy and support, that I'm able to have everything to that. My acting or my whatever skills as a doctor, as a lawyer, as all these things, they're gifts, really, when you think about it, because you're good at it. But why are they still unhappy? I think, and the reason I choose the word gifts, because they're blessings, so we could say they're blessings from our Creator, that we have these skills, we have these opportunities to do those things, is because I think a lot of times people don't give back. I think people have these gifts that you keep receiving. You keep receiving. But do you ever give? And that's where the difference lies. A lot of times, I start to look at this world and the way people interact on social media. Everything seems to be me, myself, and I. Me, what's in it for me? I just want to do it as long as I'm happy. Doesn't matter if everyone around me isn't, as long as I'm happy. There's nothing wrong with wanting to be happy. But if it's only about your own happiness, what about others around you that make you happy? What about them? What do you do to make those that support you happy as well? Because the more you keep receiving, I receive this gift, I receive this gift, and before you know it, you have so many gifts, and it's just going to spoil. You never have the time. And can you really truly enjoy a gift when you're all alone? We have no one else to enjoy it with you. That's why you have to give back. To be able to receive, you have to give. And in giving, you will receive. But this world seems today that we are brought about to just think about ourselves. And I found that to be also one of the things that surprised me moving to this country. Being born and raised in the Philippines, it was a big family thing. And it plays part with the culture. It takes a village to raise a person. It takes part of the way your family upbringing, the family dynamics. A lot of it is economics, right? People can't afford to go out until they're married to buy a house and everything else because they have jobs. So when they're young, you stay within. And people, because it's cheaper to be able to survive, stay together all the way through. And so that there is that culture of codependence. We depend on each other all the time. And then I moved over here to the West where even the young ones at a young age, I can't wait to turn 16 or 18 and so I can move out of the house. I can't wait. I'm like, wow, you can't wait? I'm like, I look back home in my upbringing, I'm like, when somebody gets married or goes to college or moves out of the house, it's tragic. I'm like, oh my God, my cousin's leaving, or my brother's going to go. It's sad. You're going to leave the family unit to get to start your own family. That's like a death in the family. It's like, how sad. And then I come over here. I can't wait to leave. You want to leave your family. Why do you want to leave? I want to be independent. I want to do all these things. They can't wait to spread their own wings and start their own lives. So eager to be independent. And then in other cultures, so codependent. And what happens then? Do you see that? In the end, I start to see such things as old folks' homes, retirement villages, or assisted living where people are alone because they're so used to being alone. And that's what happens. And then you have the codependent cultures where somebody's always taken care of till the day they die because that's the way it is. It's not right to leave anybody behind. So that is what brings me to the thinking of it's only about me, my independence, my all this. Then why is it you question that you're all alone? Because you've trained yourself to live that way. And if it's always in this me culture, I want to receive, I want to receive, I want to receive, and you don't give back. That's how the independence thing works, right? Me, independent, don't need anyone else. The codependency of wanting to make sure is that whatever I get, I have to share. That's where I started to see how some families are raising their kids to. Do you teach your children to love each other and to care for each other? Or do you teach them to be independent from each other? Leave your sister alone. That's the way she is. That's the way they are. No. Oh, you separate them and everything. I just want peace in the house. Or no, you will learn how to be good to your brother. You will learn how to be good to your sister. You're going to stay there until you both become friends. You're going to stay there until you both hug each other. Hug it out. I don't care. Get along. And then sometimes go help your brother. Go help your sister. You are taught to coexist and depend on each other. Because that's the training you will have. That when you receive, you have to give. I receive something, you have to share with everyone. It's mine! No, you have to share with everyone else. And the same thing happens when they receive something, they have to share. Because they receive, they have to give. When you start to have that dynamic, you're sharing the beauty and the fun you receive and give it away. It becomes habit to say it's natural. I receive blessings. Let me bless others with that. It's a habit. In the same way that you automatically start to think, I got to share this and others will share that. That's how we pass things along. It's not the me generation. It's about the us generation, the our generation. And when you start to look at it that way, then you see the duality of things, right? For everything I receive, I have to give back. For everything that I give, there is something I receive. Not necessarily if I'm going to give you this, I expect this back. No. If I give you this, I receive the grace that I'm practicing of giving. When I'm receiving, ultimately giving, I receive or I share that grace with others so that they will learn by example of what it is to constantly give and receive and give. And then you will not have this me, I, myself. It's all about that. It's about us. And it makes it easier. Then you can say, well, this person who seems to have everything is a little bit happier. Why? Look at all the people that are around them and engaging and sharing with the things that they have together. It's a little bit different. It's always fun when you get to do it with people you love. And when you always look at it, and one of the things I started to find out, biggest fear is to die alone. Why are you dying alone? Where's the loved ones that you grew up with? Well, I was too eager to be independent and do everything on my own, where I rely on myself. And I created my own reality, my own presence. But if you learn that for every reception you have to give back, and for every giving that you're going to receive something back, even if it's just the grace of doing so, you're going to be the better at it, because you're not alone. You made the effort. And sometimes when we go, well, I'm all alone now. Well, you're all alone now because you choose to be, but you can also choose to be with others by giving your loneliness to other people just like you. You can break out of these habits, because these are habits. Have the habit of always understanding that what I receive, I got to give back. Have that as a habit. Have that as a habit. Then you won't find yourself alone. You're always having this interchange that we have. In today's world, we're all so focused on ourselves and just ourselves. Well, it's no wonder that you are alone. You have to have the habit of always working that no man is an island. We are here together. But it's got to have that one of the things that you got to turn into a habit of sharing, of not just being about yourself. And that's where selflessness beats selfishness. Doug Marcaida here, sharing these thoughts, just as I want you to share with me on the thoughts down here. What do you think? What do you think about these things? Doug Marcaida, enjoying this cup of coffee? And up here, yesterday was a nice warm day. Today's very windy out there, a little bit gloomy. Let's try to brighten that day by going outside a little bit and enjoying it. Take care, folks.